Unsolved mysteries that will leave you baffled. What's your favorite mystery? We would much rather have fun than solve mysteries, and it looks like you do too. That's why we have a list of unsolved mysteries that will leave you baffled. One of the most intriguing of all the unsolved mysteries, the case of Taman Shud. Several witnesses report seeing a man acting abnormally while lying on an Australian beach on the evening of November 30th, 1948. He raises his right arm and then lowers it to his side, as if in surrender. Other eyewitnesses claim to have seen him for 30 minutes and not seen him move. The next day, the body was found. Here's when things become a little more complicated. The site of the body's discovery. Between the ages of 40 and 45, he was clothed in excellent apparel, according to reports. The man donned a suit, a sweater, and a double-breasted coat, despite the heat. It was as if he had ripped off all of the labels off his clothes. He was found with his arms twisted in odd ways, with his right arm bent in half. He had a bus ticket, a train ticket, a comb from the United States, chewing gum from the United States, a packet of cigarettes from a British-only brand, and some matches in his pockets. At a station around 1,100 meters north of where the body was discovered, a bus ticket had been used to get there. He had a normal heart, but a congested pharynx and a whitening of superficial layers on his gullet, according to the autopsy results. His stomach contained a mixture of blood and food. His spleen was 3 times the normal size. His death had not been a natural one, according to the surgeons. When E.C. Johnson failed to show up at a police station to prove that he was the man who had been found dead, the authorities began to make wild guesses about the identity of the deceased. Media outlets ran photos of the individual and received calls from people trying to identify him. Until February 1949, 8 positive identifications of the body had been disproved. Adelaide railway station employees discovered brown luggage on January 14, 1949, the day after the man was first spotted on the beach, as well as an electrician's screwdriver and a table knife reshaped into a shorter instrument. There was a pair of scissors with sharpened points and a stenciling brush similar to those used by third officers on commercial ships to stencil cargo. All of these things were found in the case. Orange thread of a sort not commonly found in Australia was also found in the case. A piece of this thread was used to sew a pair of pants back together. Aside from those 2 labels that were impossible to remove, all labels had been taken off the vehicle again. Tie, laundry bag, and singlet with dry cleaning markings all had the name Taman printed on them. Every single English-speaking country had a Taman. The coat's unusual stitching revealed that it was created in the United States. Investigators are looking into strange luggage. When the man's shoes were examined during the inquest, they were found to be spotless and recently polished. At this point, the authorities began to suspect foul play and that the witnesses had observed the man's final spasms before he passed away from poisoning. A concealed pocket had been fashioned inside the deceased's slacks. A small piece of paper with the words Taman Shud scrawled on it was found inside. The Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, a collection of poems that means ending or completed, was revealed by library officials to be the source of this excerpt. After a photo of the scrap was made public, a driver realized he had a first edition of the book in the back seat of his car. The final page of the book lacked the phrase Taman Shud. The following message was scrawled on the back. A few notes made on the book's last page. There was an unlisted phone number for Teresa Powell in the back of the book as well. She claimed to have owned a copy in the past, but that she had donated it to a soldier named Alfred Boxall. When she returned from the war, she had relocated away from the location where she had met the man and was married. A letter from him arrived later, and a stranger had asked her neighbor about her in 1948. Even so, Alfred Boxall's copy of the book was eventually located, and he was still living. It is believed that the woman's genuine name, which was never revealed due to her death in 2007, may have provided a key to unlocking the code. The investigation was still ongoing years after the burial. As reported by an Adelaide railway station hotel receptionist, the cleaners discovered a black medical bag with a hypodermic syringe in one of the rooms. University of Adelaide investigators looked into the case in March 2008. The letters of the code found at the back of the book followed the quatrain pattern of the text itself, suggesting it was a one-time pad. Since then, scholars have been trying in vain to track down a copy of the book. Images of a man's ears were analyzed in detail by a professor of anatomy, who discovered that he had a condition that just 1 to 2% of Caucasians have. Dentists also revealed that the individual had hypodontia, a disorder that affects only 2% of the population. The son of Teresa Powell, who had both of these features, was photographed by the police in June of that year. Between 1 in 10 million to 1 in 20 million, there is a 1 in a million probability that this is an accident. That concludes my rendition of the tale. The mere existence of unsolved mysteries is truly riveting, and there are countless tales of murderers, kidnappings, serial killers, and mysterious disappearances that have remained unresolved for decades. For some people, these stories are captivating, while others find them narratively boring. We all have our preferences on which mysteries we enjoy the most. However, each tale is captivating due to its mysterious nature, and we should be thankful for the stories that capture our attention. If you are also a big fan of the mystery genre, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel Case Closed to ensure you stay updated on some of the hottest mysteries. See you in the next video. Until then, we bid adieu.